Louisiana Tech is prepared to storm the field. It's time for another college football 26 rebuild. These Bulldogs are ready to take over the college football world. I made the changes that are actually happening in the conferences, and I've added Northern Illinois and UTEP into the Mountain West. I rebuilt the Pac-12, and then I made one addition to the Sun Belt coming over from Conference USA. For our Dynasty settings, we've got our skill level set to Heisman, I've got our quarter length set to 6 minutes, and I've increased the number of players that could transfer to 30, but I lowered the chance down to 50. We don't have much talent on Louisiana Tech, so we got to get some guys in here. I'm picking recruiter for my head coach. My twin Papa Bulldog is going to be our head coach, and we're going to run this Louisiana Tech offensive playbook until it doesn't work. The 2025 season has already been played at the start of this playthrough, so we're going to go with the team's actual record. The team went 8-5 and had the best season since 2019. I'm taking this first season as an opportunity to bring in some talent with that 8-5 record, and I spent all of my points in recruiter. And we're just going to see what kind of talent we can bring in and come back with the results.
One eternity later.
After all is said and done, we lost 30 players in the transfer portal, but we brought in 25 guys, and we have our starting running back for next season with Caleb Jackson. We brought in a freshman star middle linebacker. We brought in an elite development trait on this wide receiver, Cornell Hales, and we also got a star on this free safety, Ray Harris. We had a solid recruiting class, but our team still got significantly worse after all the transfers left. For us to be able to win some games this season, our defense is going to have to get some stops, and I took the points that I got from our first season and put them into motivator tree on defense. The off-season training boost helped quite a bit, but we're still going to have a tough time getting stops on defense. Our best player is going to be the player we just transferred in Caleb Jackson, and he's the only guy that's draft eligible. And we actually would have had a couple of starter freshmen, especially this kicker and punter, but I tried to redshirt as many players as possible so they could just get to their peak potential. With the 2025 season out of the way, it's almost time to play our first game, but first things first, we need to prepare for our future with this recruiting board. I'm going over my head a little bit on these first recruits on our board. I spent most of my hours on quarterbacks, and this guy looked like he was the best one with that 91 throw power. And we'll be lucky to sign any of them. In week 1, we already have to drop one of our prospects. But I found a gem 3-star player to replace that running back. And at last, it is finally time to play our first game, and our matchup is against Ole Miss. After having second thoughts about playing this game, I'm just going to proceed. After being down 17-0 with a lost fumble on our first drive, a missed field goal on our second drive, and then an interception on our third drive, I had seen enough. And with Ole Miss being bigger, stronger, and faster than us, I did see some bright spots. Our running back, Caleb Jackson, is going to be the centerpiece for this season. And our defense actually held Ole Miss out of the end zone on multiple occasions. Our Week 2 recruiter board isn't looking too bad. We are up against LSU for these two prospects, and it's going to be tough to beat them out. For this quarterback that I want, we're going against Notre Dame, and they don't have an advantage on the pipeline tier, so we could get them still. And then these other 4 stars, we're the only offer for, so we're going to at least get a big lead on them. I haven't played this game in a few months, so I am a little bit rusty, but I'm still confident in our guys beating this FCS school, so we're going to simulate Week 2. Our Week 3 recruiting board, we've scheduled a visit for our 4-star receiver and a 3-star halfback. Our game this week is going to be against the Golden Eagles, and this is a rivalry matchup at home for us, so we have to take this win. And taking a look at the overalls, these dudes are down bad. I think we should be able to win this one easily. We're at home for this rivalry game, and we're getting the football first. We got the all-red unis out there looking sharp. Fumble on the first play. And not only was it a fumble, we lost the fumble. So they get the ball to start the game and at halftime. And they just started the game with a free 3 points. Let's see if we can hold on to the football this time. First and second down went nowhere. We're going to see what we can pick up. I'm late on the throw. Short of the first. We held the Golden Eagles to 7 yards on their drive. I got a receiver underneath. Picks up the first. Thus far, we have not been picking much up. I'm going to try and send one down the field. Oh, Lord. For some reason, I can't get my cornerbacks to stay at the right distance from the line of scrimmage, so they're playing way backed off. We get burnt over the middle. After getting burned in man coverage, we're going to try them again. I'm playing the middle zone right over my head. And they're running this hurry-up offense. They're getting down the field with it. Get hit on that one. With that big stop right there, we got ourselves in a good position to hold them to a field goal. Oof. So close to the end zone. I'm sending the blitz right here. We're going to get some pressure on them. But they're right up the middle anyway with the extra defender. After a nightmare first quarter, minute left in it, we're going to get a flag. We picked 12 yards up after the holding call. I'm expecting the defense to be looking for a pass, and I'm going to feed my back, but he gets blown up in the backfield. With the first quarter nightmare, we punted to Southern Miss to start this quarter, and they got a touchdown in one play. They're playing great defense, but that's a decent throw. After a rare first down from this offense, we're going with the motion play. Try and get them over the middle right here. Can't make the completion. The Golden Eagles are a bad team, and if this is how we're going to play, it's going to be a long season. 3rd and 5. We got to pick this up to stay in the game. We get it. Defense looking for a pass. I'm running right up the middle. Linebacker gets free. And I'm realizing now that it might just be our offensive line that's letting us down. Can we get over their heads? No. 3rd and 12. Watching the safeties. Can't get it downfield. What a bad throw. At this point, I know I need to be playing coverage, but I'm trying to get some pressure on this backfield. I'm not giving it to the aggressive play, though. I'm just going to say we were lucky. We get a hole on this run. Good move from the back. Stiff arm. And I want to give it to the back again, but I need to get up the field. I got a man open. Good throw. This game is far from over after that touchdown we just got. We need to get a stop. And even if we can only get a field goal, I want to get some more points before this half is out. Please crack him. 3rd and short. It's a dog pile on the line of scrimmage. I am sending everybody on this one. We don't stop him. Could pay for it, but I'm still sending pressure here. What a throw. He's got another touchdown with it. They burned us right there trying to make a play. I got nobody open. Intentional ground. And this is the make it or break it moment in this game. If I can't pick up this 3rd and long, I'm going to slide for it. He fumbles. Oh, no. From bad to worse, this game's over. Officially. Here in week 4, things have got to come together for us in this Bulldogs team. We've got a back-to-back rivalry matchup, and this time we're playing against the Raging Cajuns. We've got our second 4-star player scheduled to visit on week 7, and if we don't sign these guys, it's going to be a huge bust on all those hours that we spent. After going 1-2 in our only win to an FCS team, we just got beat badly by Southern Miss. The real question is, how many games will it be before we win one? Here for our 4th game of our season, I have a different game plan. I'm going to throw in some of our redshirt freshmen and see if any of them can make a play. And if I see a drastic improvement in our play, I'm just going to take the redshirt off of those guys so we can win this season, because this is bad. Cover 4 right here. See if we can get this stop, get the football. Or not. Our secondary is just so slow. I knew I was going to have a tough time getting a stop before the season even started. But they're still not in the end zone. We got a chance here. Breaks the tackle, but still short. My best quarterback has been missing wide open throws for the whole season, so it's about time he sat on the bench, but oh Lord. After the huge sack, 3rd and 17, got nobody open. Line can't guard anybody. Intentional grounding. I thought I was out of the pocket, and I just got blocked in the end zone. Oh no. After our true freshman quarterback played, I mean, what could you do with that offensive line, honestly? This is already my 3rd game played. After the huge gain, they're going for it, 4th and 2. I sent everybody, couldn't stop them. I wanted to get some pressure on this offense because we've already gotten a sack, but there's another one. And after a long drive, we have them 3rd and 18. We pushed them out of the red zone, touchdown. First drive started with a sack, a loss, and then a safety. Damn. We got the ball off on the first play, but I had to throw it quickly. And we've gotten a first down, but it's 3rd and long now. Over his head. Interception. And I'll see y'all in the offseason.
One eternity later.
National Signing Day, we brought in 4-star development traits. We got Quincy Droogsma, Anthony Kolakowski, we have Cordell Kilroy, and then we have one more up here in Bob Saleko. After graduation and the transfer portal losses, our best player on our team is the 78 overall Jack Boozum, but this is before training results. We also brought in Riley Pettyjohn out of Ohio State, and then we brought in 6'6" Judd Anderson to play quarterback. And after training results, our best player on the team is going to be our elite wide receiver. He went up 13 overall in one redshirt season. We also had Pettyjohn jump up to an 80, and he has a 93 speed. He's going to be a good senior for us. Bulldogs finished that season 4-8, and they probably won more games than I would have playing. Our team prestige went down to 1 star, and we still have a ton of guys that want to transfer out, including our best wide receiver. We're actually going to have 2 true freshmen starting for us in this season. Our left tackle right here, Matt Hargrove, and then our middle linebacker, Bob Saleko. He came in as a 75. Recruiting board this time around, I went through and got 5 guys that I wanted, and this halfback right here with 92 speed is going to be our #1 prospect this season. The rest of these guys on this board, I just tried to hit the insta commit, did not get a single one. Tough loss in week 1. We didn't even get into the top 8 on our quarterback selection, so we got to find a new one. And we also got locked out of this wide receiver. But I did find Willie Folk here, a 4-star recruit. We're the only offer he has, and he has a 90 speed, 93 acceleration. And this quarterback right here does not look incredible, but we don't have many options, so this is the guy we're going to go with. He's got good throw power and decent accuracy. With our new lineup, it's time to get back on the field, and we're going to open up against Fresno State at their field. The better defense, hopefully we can get some stops. First drive of this season, we're playing against the Bulldogs. I didn't realize how many teams were the Bulldogs in college football. On top of these 2 teams, you can't forget about Georgia, so that's 3 teams that are the Bulldogs. This freshman's getting solid gains for us. Lost a few on first downs, the offensive line breaking down on us. Tight end gets open in the middle. And I'm confident in the field goal right here, but I want a touchdown to open up this season. First down with our star receiver. 6-yard line. Our running back's been getting us some solid gains so far. Feed him again. Offensive line just crumbles. Wasn't there on first down. I'm feeding our back again. This time we get a hole. He's in there. Man coverage broken down on that first play. I switched to the zone, and I just played some awful defense. Trying to get pressure on him. I'm coming in with the true freshman, Saleko, right here on the blitz. We get a sack. 3rd and long, man coverage. I'm going to play the middle zone. We just need 1 stop, get the football. Defense, kinda. Our best start to a game so far in this rebuild. We're getting pressure on us. Maybe I didn't have the best routes called out there. Quick throw over the middle. We're not going to pick up this first, though. After a quick throw up the field, we shut them down on their next set of downs. They're throwing up the field on 3rd. We get the stop. I know that our receivers don't have that great speed, but I'm trying to spread this defense out anyways. Maybe they don't have the speed either. Made it onto their side of the field to start this second quarter. Can we get it? Our quarterback is playing much better, but he dropped that one. I was noticing with the last guy that even when we got open, I couldn't get the completion, but this guy's making throws. Red zone feeding our freshman running back. He's a beast. That back was a good signing for us. He was a 4-star recruit, but he's only got normal development. After building a 14-point lead in that first half, we punted 3 consecutive times, and they clawed their way right back in the game. We can't tackle anybody. But we came out and forced Fresno State to make an error. We just got an interception in the end zone, our ball. Gaining momentum. We picked up 2 first downs on this drive. Tight end's got some space, but he's not fast. Defense looking for a pass with our play calling. Short gain on the run. And maybe we've caused some confusion. They don't have enough defenders. I'm throwing a quick throw. There we go. Maybe even expecting the run. I'm running right at this defense. See if we can get a hole. Not really. Get a little RPO action in here. Nobody's open, so I'm running it. Holding call brought us back to the 31. 3rd and 15. Quick throw. Out of bounds with it. See if we can sink this from 48 yards. It's good. Wanted a touchdown on that last drive. My hands were tied. 4th and 15. Cover 4 defense. Getting ran through. Extra rusher on this play. They run the screen. See if I can stop it. Oh my goodness. That freshman linebacker has been missing so many tackles, but I don't have any choice at that position. Hopefully he can develop a little bit through the season, because if not, there we go. It's like we need to make contact with somebody else before we make the hit, or else we're not tackling. We got the stop, though, to close out this 3rd quarter. They sent extra rushers. We don't have speed. Big 3rd down to close out this 3rd quarter. Got the defense spread out. We get the first and more. Start of the 4th quarter, we had a false start and then a drop. I got a little space. Big catch. It's only a 3-point lead. I want a touchdown right here to feel a little bit more comfortable. Halfback's got a little space, but we just do not have the great speed to get away from. Oh, man. Late in the game, if we can get the football back, we can most likely just kill the clock. Gotta make a tackle. Back-to-back missed tackles. I'm getting a little blitz happy right here. And even with the blitz directly at where they were going with the ball, they still picked up 6 yards. He's scrambling. Wow. Missed tackle after missed tackle. We finally got him to 3rd. They sent it to the end zone, and he's ahead of him. Flag on them. Tried to sling it on him on 1st down. Wasn't there for us. RPO right here. My man's got space. He's got a little speed. Solid gain. I'm going to run the same play again. Feed the back this time, though. Screen's been working for us. 2nd down. I'm going to get this halfback one. He's got the speed to get away from him. That juke stinks. 3rd and 9. I got to pass it here. No way did he just fumble that. To tie the game, 48 seconds remaining. They sink it. And I trust my kicker in this situation, but if we can't get there even, we're short. Season opener. We're playing in overtime against Fresno State at their field. They had the home field advantage. I'd say we played a great game so far. We just need to finish it out. Gave up too much on 1st down. 2nd down, they get the 1st. But we can still force an error right here. A big fumble or an interception would be huge. We stopped them on 1st and 2nd. 3rd down right here. One more stop. Damn. Gave up the score. We have to get a touchdown to even stay in the game. I might go for 2 just to finish it. They're playing the line of scrimmage and we're spread out. We should be able to get some space here. Drop pass on the last play. Direct snap 3rd. Try and get this 1st down. He fumbles the ball. We don't get this 1st down, game over for us. Tight end, he drops it. After going up 14-0 in the 1st half, we only scored 3 points for the rest of the game, including overtime, and just crumbled. After finding that big hole at the tight end position, I went out and found a couple faster guys that can catch the ball. And I'm not playing this game against this FCS team, so hopefully our guys have a great game. We're well on our way to signing this 4-star receiver right here, and the other guy we're going to get that I wanted was this running back. Our Week 3 matchup is against the Jayhawks, and we could possibly win this game, but the way we've been fumbling the ball, I'm going to save our matchup for another one later in the season. Week 4, I'm realizing that we're going to lose our best player no matter what because I can't fix conference prestige. We scheduled 3 visits for these 3 players, and the one guy that I wanted most, we've broken the deal breaker. The Bulldogs beat Kansas in that Week 3 matchup, bringing us up to 2-1. I'm going to let the simulation roll and see if we can beat the Jags as well. I don't know if playing on Heisman difficulty is making it more difficult on myself, but our CPU is 3-0 in simulation, and they're about to take on a 1-3 NC State. And then we've scheduled a visit for Week 9 against the Cajuns, and we're playing that game. I filled up our board. We're up to 22 targets. Hopefully one of these guys is a hidden gem for us. The Bulldogs took their first loss in simulation, and this week we have some visits, but I'm still not worried about playing this game, and we'll probably do better if I don't. We lost to NC State last week, but they were a better team. If we can get the win this week in simulation, we might be able to overtake Middle Tennessee for this prospect. With both teams being 1-0 in conference play, this should be a true test for our players. Looking back, I probably should have played that game. We had multiple visits that week, and we didn't sign anybody. We're possibly going to lose one of them. And we didn't make any improvements to our grades, so these guys all want to leave still. We would have passed Mid-Tennessee up on this guy, but I'm just going to drop him now because we didn't get the win. Week 7's matchup is a rivalry conference game against a team that I actually rebuilt in college football 25, so I'm going to hop into this one. I gave up on the Warhawks in my rebuild, and let's see if I can take them down. Warhawks football to start this game. They've already picked up a first down on one play. I'm going to try and get some pressure on them right here. Big blitz. We land the sack. I always play the defender that's guarding the running back, and if I don't see the running back go out for a route, I'm running. And we've given up a first down, but we're playing some solid defense. 3rd and 15. He's got space. He gets the first. Maybe should have played cover or zone defense on that 3rd and long. But we get an interception right here on 2nd down. That was exactly how we needed to start this rivalry game out. They're playing way back off the line of scrimmage. Good coverage. But we get open underneath. First down, I want to get the ball downfield. I got circle open though. He's got the first. They've only got 3 down linemen, and then they have 3 safeties up high. We still get blown up. Offensive line could be playing better. RPO right here. Feed the back. Big. Oh no, he fumbled it. The lineman picks it up, and we're almost touchdown! Like a surgeon, we get our offensive lineman in the end zone. Only touchdown he'll ever get. Try and get some pressure here with the 6-man rush. I'm watching this running back. He's right up the middle. Our blitz finally lands. 2nd and 12. They're up the middle with it. And now we have an opportunity to take control of this game. We get the ball at halftime. The Warhawks are on the board, but we can make this a 2-possession game. See if we can get something off the kick return. Not really. Always have to send a shot on first down, but I got a receiver on the outside. Great catch. And that freshman is a great player for us, but he's gone after this season. We might as well use him while we can. And this is a convertible 4th down. I'm going for it. Hit my halfback. Pick it up. I couldn't have asked for a better start to this game. Started the 2nd quarter. We didn't get anywhere on first down. I've got the defense spread out, but they almost look ready for it. See if I can get ahead of them. Drop. Missed a 51-yard field goal after the drop pass. Getting pressure on the offense right here. We land a sack. Field goal didn't hurt us too much, though. Here we go with another opportunity. Tight end is wide open. We've been picking up some yards on this drive, but it's 3rd down now. Oh, we break a tackle. Stiff arm. Running back came to play. Let's feed him again on this screen. Get it off to him. Bad decision on 3rd down. We dropped our pass. We're going to make a great catch and get in. See if we can just walk this in on the goal line. Just before this 2-minute warning, they've got 5 linemen. I've got 6 rushers. Sack. Getting more and more confident that we're going to get our first win. We get a safety. First opportunity to build a substantial lead in this rebuild. We're underneath to the running back. But we still got plenty of time. They're playing downfield, so I'm hitting everything underneath. A minute left with the clock running. I still have all my timeouts. I'm going to use one. 2 timeouts. We still have plenty of time left. Keep chipping away at them. Maybe it's just this Warhawks defense, but we're moving the football finally. Call another timeout here. And I'm going to run the same play. He's left. That's a touchdown. With the 20-point lead in the first half, I'm confident in my ability. Let's add a little bit of RNG and see if our team can pull it out in sim. Final score 29-13. I've won my first game with Bulldogs. We're going to have a little bit more speed at the tight end position. This dude is going to start as a freshman. At the bottom of our board, we have a ton of guys we just got 10 points on. I'm just trying to get into the top 8 with them. This week's matchup is against a solid Arkansas State team. I'd say the winner is still a toss-up on this one. Couldn't take home the win against the Red Wolves. After further evaluation of how long this is going to take, I've decided that I'm going to play at least one game every single season. But for right now, we are nowhere near national championship worthy. I feel like if I would have hopped in, we would have beat those guys, but they got the best of us this time. With only 2 players signed and 9 games played, my main focus is shifted over to recruiting. UAB should be a good matchup for us. Let's see if our team can take the dub. We beat the Blazers, but we still didn't sign any more players, and we're going to lose a ton of our future pieces. Week 11, we've already got 5 losses, so we're not going to make the conference championship, but we could still make a bowl game. We signed our top recruit at this point. We won in Week 11. Our last game of the season is against a rival in Southern Miss, and if we win this one, we should make a bowl game this year. And going into this postseason, we still only have 3 players signed. But we pulled in our backup quarterback choice. The next week, we pulled in a tight end, and both the tight ends we signed are going to be on the field as freshmen. Didn't even notice till now, but we lost that last game against Southern Miss. After the Bulldogs' solid 2025 season, we've gone downhill, but we did win more games this year than last. And we should sign a few players in the upcoming few weeks. Our 6-6 record wasn't good enough to make a bowl game, so that's the end of our season. Early National Signing Day, I can see that our main target was a star development, and then we also got another star development with this 3-star defensive tackle. Oregon won the national championship against a conference rival. Once again, we couldn't convince anybody to stay, and we're losing a ton of guys to graduation. It's going to be another rough season ahead. We lost a ton of guys in the transfer portal, so I'm trying to bring some different ones in. I got this running back, 2 receivers, and then a couple of linemen that should help a lot. We definitely weren't going to get that halfback, so I've added Okuyemi to our board. National Signing Day, we only brought in 21 players, but we did get this stud transfer in receiver, and then that one player that was a deal breaker the whole time we pulled in, and he had a star development. Before training results, there's plenty of room to improve, and we're flying through these seasons. This receiver is a junior now, and he upgraded his dev trait, and so did this cornerback who came in the same year. At first glance, it looks like we might have jumped over the hump this season. Some of these guys we just transferred in jumped up a bunch, like this running back and this wide receiver especially, +8. It's going to be the last season we have with Judd Anderson, but looking at this backup quarterback's skill caps, he could hit a 90 by the time he's a senior. I've almost maxed out the top half of this motivator tree. We've got 6 targets that we're putting all of our hours on to start the season, and 3 of them are gems. With these top 6 guys that we're going for, we have 25 other targets that we were first on their list of schools that they wanted to go to. First game of the season is against North Texas, and we improved a ton in the offseason, and this should be a good matchup. And we actually pulled out the win against North Texas at their field, but this next matchup in Week 1 is against Texas, and I already know the outcome to this one. We've been locked out on the first of our primary targets. And the first position I sorted through with all those players that were interested in our school was the tight end position, and I think I'm going to try and sign both of these guys. After an expected loss to Texas, our next matchup is against Kansas, and I skipped on these guys last year and we won in simulation. Hopefully we can do it again. And these guys are entertaining us for now, but I don't know if we're going to sign any of these guys. We're definitely signing this 3-star gem. We took a tough loss against Kansas. The next matchup for us is going to be the Broncos of Wyoming. We're probably not going to sign these guys, but I'm going to schedule visits anyways just in case we can. After losing to the Jayhawks, we beat the Broncos, and our next matchup is a winnable game against San Diego State. But we have a decent lead on this number 3 prospect in the nation. We can still sign this outside linebacker, and this quarterback right here, if we sign this dude, he's going to be the man for us. He has 92 speed. A turn for the worse with that loss to San Diego State though. But next week I'm going to be able to schedule a visit for this elite receiver and quarterback, and whatever game that I've scheduled their visit is the one that I'm playing. Troy beat us last season, and this is the conference opener, but I'm more worried about those visits with those 2-star recruits. We lost the game, but not our dignity. Next week is the South Alabama Jags. This 4-star linebacker decided to take his talents out of Louisiana, and he's going to Texas A&M, and we also got locked out on this star cornerback. But we have our big game scheduled in week 8. We got to bring these guys to our school. We got the victory against South Alabama. Let's hope our guys can keep that momentum at home in a rivalry game against the Warhawks. These guys had us first on their board, and all of a sudden a deal breaker is just taking them out. We might still sign Mebane because nobody else has offered him. But right now we're in the lead for 3 wide receivers on our board and the star quarterback. And we just lost against the Warhawks in a game that I most definitely would have won. And maybe I'm being punished for doing too much simulation, but it seems like it's been forever since I played a game. It's finally time to bring in our visits. Opening kickoff goes to us. We're going to try and take it slow and steady and see if we can just get some points on the board. Solid gain on first down. 2nd and 6. I'm going to feed the back. We're going to pick up that first. He breaks a tackle. Our offensive line isn't the best, but I need to get better at my pocket presence. This running back's going to have a game like this. 2nd and 10. We haven't gotten it rolling in the passing game so far. That's a late throw right at the defender. Oh, man. Terrible throw on my part with the late throw. We got to get some pressure on this quarterback. I land a sack with the safety. Offense is spread out right here, so I'm playing man coverage. I'm going to watch this middle zone. He went way down the field with it. We got to make a play on that ball. After that huge gain, I want to be tough on this goal line, but they're already in. From bad to worse, we went 3 and out on our drive. They got the football right back, breaking our tackles, missing him. Wolves just marching down the football field. I need to get some pressure on these guys. They run the screen. We blow it up. We're in a tough spot right here. This receiver just burned us. Dang. Solid kickoff return. I'm sending everybody up the field on this next play. Late throw, but he gets downfield. I'm still sending some players downfield. Nobody's open on this one. Big catch from the halfback. We're moving the football now. I'm going to run this RPO. Receiver gets left, and he's in the end zone. Start of this second quarter, we got the Red Wolves down to 3rd and 13. It's a good opportunity to send them 3 and out. We stop them. Defense looks prepared for a run on this one. They play zone defense. I get a tight end wide open underneath. I forgot we had those freshman tight ends. I'm getting both of them on the field immediately. The back breaks through the middle. And after this game, I'm setting our depth chart because I forgot we had Willie Folk too. He's got to get on the field. Still early in this second quarter. The defense got some pressure on 2nd down. I'm just going to try and run for this first. We get up to the 15. We get a touchdown right here. We're right back in this game. Over the middle. Tight end makes a big catch. This RPO might come out big for us. Terrible throw. He's down the field in the other end zone. I seen our receiver make contact with that player, and I thought he was free. And after we just fought to get yards on that last drive, we pick up a 3rd and long. Couldn't get downfield on 1st down. 2nd down, the receivers may cause some confusion. And I like this formation with my tripped up receivers just off the line. I put some more of our freshmen in the lineup, and we're going to try and get some speed on the field. I'm ready to turn around our play. We got a man open over the middle. He breaks the tackle. So close. Last time we were in this position, we gave the other team a touchdown. We're not going to do the same this time. Power run hasn't been working for it. If we don't get the touchdown here, I'm going for it on 4th. Fumbles it. After that terrible play against Arkansas State, we found 2 things out. 1, I need to get better. And number 2, I need to set my depth chart every season. And that brutal loss to Arkansas State might as well have just taken this dude off of our board immediately. And we finally got our first insta-commit with this 2-star Mike. Battle of the Scrubs here in week 9. After losing our top prospect, number 3 in the country, we filled in and we found this gem receiver. Got a matchup with the outperforming Georgia State Panthers. We should win this one. Beat the Panthers in week 10. Going into this bye week, we're 4 and 7. And thus far, the only player we signed was that one insta-commit that we just got. We're still on the lead for this quarterback, but California is just making big strides. Our last game of the year is against the rival Southern Miss, and they went 9 and 1 thus far. And we actually got a victory against a team that had a better season than us. We're in a recruiting battle with this tight end, and I'm going to send the hard sell on this guy. We don't have very good grades, though. It might not work. With it taking us an entire season to sign 2 3-star players, next season I'm going to go through 2 stars, and I'm just going to try and find some gems. With our season going just about as expected, Texas versus USC in the national championship, with Texas coming out on top, and USC has been in the last 3 national championships. We actually didn't lose as many players this year, but a couple of these guys leaving hurts. I'm not sure how we did it, but our team prestige went up to 2 stars this season, and we're going to have some extra hours for recruiting. Position we're going to be hurting at the most right now is going to be receiver and cornerback, so I picked up 3 transfers, or I'm trying to at least. After only signing 3 players throughout the entire season, we signed 26 guys on signing day. With this cornerback right here being elite, we got a star quarterback. We come down here and we got a star wide receiver and an elite wide receiver. And then you come down to outside linebacker, I got 2 more stars. And for the first time, I can say that this team actually looks pretty good before the training results. I expected to see some big improvements in our team this offseason, and we absolutely got them. We had a freshman quarterback jump up to an 81 overall, and he passed the sophomore and senior. Our receiver room doesn't look incredible, and I think I'm going to put this 82 overall senior on the bench so that these younger guys can get some reps. We had an offensive guard jump up to 89 overall, and he's going to be our first draft selection. We just transferred this guy in from Missouri. And looking back, I probably should have redshirted this player because he'd be in the 90s if I would have. Our star transfer jumped up to a 77, and our middle linebacker, Saleko, jumped up to an 86 as a junior, and hopefully he can make an open field tackle now. But I think the biggest improvement might have been in our defensive back room. We got 3 players over 80 at the cornerback spot, 2 of them sophomores. We got another one over 80 with the free safety, and then we have a decent strong safety. And I don't think we're going to be competing for a national championship yet, but we should definitely take a big lead in the Sun Belt. I'm going to keep our offense, but I'm switching over to the 3-4 this season. With our team overall up to 79, this team actually looks usable, and the biggest change we made in the depth chart room was the wide receiver position. Back to our recruiting board, I got blessed with this insta-commit that we were going to go for anyways. I got a second one, and this guy's going to be a shot in the dark. After the initial scouting week, I always go around and give out scholarships to 4 stars that didn't receive any, and I didn't have enough to scout these guys, but any 4 stars are going to help our team. This is looking like it's going to be our best season for recruiting, as we have 450 hours, and I've sent the house on 9 players. The one guy I didn't on our board we're in the lead for, and he has no other offers. Week 1 matchup against the Gamecocks, I'm going to pass on this one. Tough Week 1 loss to the Gamecocks. Maybe I should have stepped into that season opener. Week 2 though, we're scheduling visits, and these 4 players that I scheduled all complement each other, and we should make some signings that week. With that Week 1 loss, it's time for me to step in and play a game. I'm about to take down our rival, the Raging Cajuns. Opening drive, we have a huge advantage on the overall because we're at 79 now. We should be able to compete with just about anybody. 2nd and 20, expecting a pass. They only sent 3 receivers on route. After holding Louisiana to 1 first down, I'm trying to get it rolling in the passing game. Our offensive line is crumbling. 3rd and 6, we got to get a completion right here. Square gets wide open. We can make the catch. After what I thought was going to be a solid gain was held to 3 yards. I'm feeding the halfback. Can't get through the hole. And we could definitely make a field goal from here. I want to get this running back rolling, but our offensive line just can't stop him. And our first drive of the season is going to end in a missed field goal. After our missed field goal, Louisiana made a quick drive down the field. And then with 2 seconds left, we got a false start, but we got a big gain right there. Start of the 2nd quarter, though, it's time to show these dudes we're the better team. Circle gets wide open. I'm feeding my man. Didn't even realize that our quarterback and running back have the same last name. These dudes are brothers from here on out. And I think we're about to get our first touchdown of the season right here. So close. Inches from the end zone. I'm feeding the fullback. Get my man a touchdown. Let's go. It's time to make a big stand on defense. We need to get the football back. Quick throw to the running back. I miss him badly. Dude wasn't even fast. We just sent the house on the blitz and need to stay in zone coverage. 1st and 10. Play action. Defensive end almost gets a pick. We're going to get some pressure here on second down. I'm sending everybody. I'm keeping my eyes on the running back. He stayed home. We did not make a play on the ball. A lot of time left in the game, but so far they're making our defense look silly. It's time to return the favor. Midfield, I'm trying to test out this secondary. See if I can get to the outside here. Drop. Something's got to come open for us here. Tight end off the edge. Huge game. Gonna attack the edge of this field here on 3rd and long. He's got extra help out there though, but we still make the catch. After we completed that dangerous throw, we're in the red zone now. I'm gonna see if we can get this option going, and it's not there. And after folding this drive, we're just gonna take what we can get. After an unfortunate series of events, we're opening up this half down 14 points. Time to lock in, make a comeback of the century. We get a big gain off of this RPO. And I think what's maybe been my biggest problem is I haven't been reading the defense. I'm going to start keeping my eyes on them a little bit better. Testing out this secondary on second down. Down the field. Drop. I don't know if I should blame the quarterback for not getting it in a better spot or the receiver for not pulling that one in. But it's do or die time. I'm going for it. 4th and 2 at midfield. We're going to complete it. We went backwards. We still get it. It would appear that we got the injury bug right now. We're having players go down left and right. My man is wide open. He brings it in. Makes a move. Stiff arm. Defense spread out right here on the goal line. I'm feeding the backup. Touchdown. Right back in this game. It's time to turn around this game and this playthrough. We got to start winning. There's a fumble. Pick it up. Let's go. Pit run, big man. After the fumble, we lost a few yards on the goal line. Late throw over the middle. He breaks the tackle in the end zone. We played perfectly on defense that last drive. We need one more stop, and we can take the lead. And after the Cajuns have a tight end break 3 tackles, 3rd and 1, we stop them. With all the momentum, it's our football now here in the middle of this 3rd quarter. We need a good throw, and we get it. Our quarterback isn't a speed demon, but we're going to try and get him a rep right here. Makes a move. He's got a good juke. And they're not pressing any of my receivers. I got a quick throw to the halfback. After a hard-fought drive, moving the ball down the field, I'm running this RPO on the end zone. Packed stadium with this rivalry game. We're finally giving the fans a show. 3rd and long, if we can get this football back, I'm going to try and kill as much of the clock as possible. If we can get some points out of it, that'd be nice too. Start this 4th quarter with the chew clock on. I'm feeding the halfback. Solid game. And this halfback's just getting huge gains every single play. We're about to get him in the end zone. Defense hasn't stopped us so far. Our team just showed resilience in that last game, and we came back and beat the Cajuns 38-31. Back-to-back rivalry games. This time it's against Southern Miss. Last season we beat them when we were down bad, so I think we can handle it again in Sim. I trusted our guys in that game, and they gave up 48 points against the Golden Eagles. And with that loss is my realization that I need to stay away from the championship contender deal breaker. Week 4 is a big visit week for us, and I'm hopping into this one against the Aztecs. Our ball first at home. We're in the baby blue here. Tight end gets open on this first play. We're going to get a first down. If they keep playing me downfield, I'm just going to keep pecking away underneath. This tight end gets a lot of space. Back-to-back big gains for him. They got the linebackers pressed to the line. I'm going to try and get over the top. He's open. Cut up field. Power run to the outside on the goal line. We get in there. I'm not sure how San Diego State's first couple of games went this season, but I know that we lost a couple of real close ones in simulation. Aztecs with the hurry-up offense. We got them to 3rd and 4 at midfield. Get the football back right here with a quick stop. That receiver burnt us. After the Aztecs made their way up the field, we got a couple of blitzes in. 4th and 17. They're taking the field goal, and they got 3 on the board. Picked up a first down to start this drive. We're out here in the passing game. I'm sending it upfield. We got a man downfield in the end zone. I'm watching my tight end combos right here, and we get one open. Second down on the 30-yard line. There's a shadow in the end zone. I'm trying to light it up. Next drive, back-to-back sacks for the Aztecs. We're going to return this punt not very far. 3rd and 6 with an 18-point lead. Get pressure in. And our kicker is confident from 60 yards. I missed it. I didn't get enough power. Every time I think I'm about to get myself set in a good point, I miss a field goal in this game. And then it just gives the momentum to the other team, and they put up a quick touchdown. There's still a lot of time left in this first half right here. I'm trying to get some more points on the board. Man open. Late throw to him. Big first down, just under 3 minutes. Scrambling with the quarterback on this one. Needed a block right there, but we're downfield anyway. Okuyemi brothers with the handoff. We're right up the middle. 1 yard line, feed the back. Power in. Here late in the first half, the Aztecs are in a good position trying to put some points on the board with a minute left. Clock ticking. We're playing cover 2 on the goal line. Quarterback keeps it. Force the Aztecs to call a timeout. 2nd and goal. I knew he was going to hit him underneath. 4th and goal. 10 seconds left in the half. The Aztecs are going for it, trying to bring it back. And we get an interception. They made a little comeback in that second half in Sim, but we closed out 30-24. And after that visit week, we get a couple of signings here. We've added a 3-star gem outside linebacker, Storm Peoples. Free win in week 5. Championship contender grade took us out of contention for this offensive tackle, but I just found 2 more gems that are going to fill in, and they might even be better. I'm still not giving up on these contender deal breakers, though, because our team could win out for the rest of the season, and that grade could go up. Week 6 matchup against Georgia Southern, and it would seem that the teams in our conference are struggling in the recruiting game. We've got our first 4-star signing of the season. And as soon as I thought that we should move our team into the Big 12 Conference, we lose 42-21 to Georgia Southern. 3 rivalry games every season. This is going to be our last one for this year in Week 7. And the Bulldogs are struggling to stop these teams. We barely pulled out a victory, 43-38. It feels like every team in your conference is a rival, especially when you're losing. Louisiana Tech turns it around in Week 8 with a blowout victory over the Red Wolves. Week 9 against a 2-5 South Alabama team with momentum, and we bullied them. Week 10 we have another Bulldogs matchup. We were already having our best season, but with that win we improved to 7-3, and we're moving up into the upper echelon of college football. In Week 11 we're having our best recruiting season yet, and we have a huge underdog matchup against the Florida Gators at home. We have to step in to play this game. Florida football to start this game. They're up to midfield already. We're going to run cover 4, try and contain this offense. They're in a hostile environment, and dare I say, we're underrated. We get the sack. It's our football. Yeah! See if we can get rolling with the passing game. Halfback gets blocked up on the line of scrimmage, but he's got enough speed to get away from these defenders. We're lucky to be playing this team at our field so that we can make some adjustments on offense. Offensive line gave no push on that first play, and we lost a yard, but on 2nd down, we pick it all back up and more. 3rd and inches, they're playing real close to this line of scrimmage. I get a tight end wide open. Defense shut down the run on 1st down. Try and get a pass off here. We can get that to him way over his head. 2nd down pass was so far over his head, we're lucky there wasn't a safety back there. And we're just going to take our 3-point lead because we didn't get in the end zone. We stopped the Gators on 1 drive, but it's a long game. 2nd possession with the ball. Dangerous throw over the middle. 2nd and 10. Cover 4 defense. See if we can lock up the middle of the field. Right at me. Pick 6. Almost. Upset alarm going off after that play. Hit my tight end on the outside. Florida came out, got a big gain on that first play after the touchdown, but after back-to-back losses, 3rd and long right here, we might get the ball back again. All these Gators fans scratched us off as a win for them. We're over here making plays. We're going to run this ball to the left side of this line, and we get great blocks. Closing out this first quarter, the RPO has worked for us so far. We get another man open. 30 seconds into this second quarter, our first play got blown up by Florida. And their defense made an adjustment. We got to make a big play here, 3rd and long. Nobody's really open. This Gator team already has 3 losses this season. We're trying to add another one to it. Got to make that tackle. We came out swinging and built a 10-point lead, but the start of this second half, Florida's playing a little bit better. They just switched and he got the free touchdown. Florida's on the scoreboard with a quick touchdown, but we got a big return on the kickoff. First down, see if we can get downfield with the ball. Attacking that defender. Can't bring it in. But with only one competent offensive lineman, we're having a hard time getting blocks. But this play right here, huge gain, has us on the 7-yard line. RPO, feed the back. Nothing on second down. Right before the 2-minute warning, I got a receiver open, but we throw it at the lineman. And with the 3-point lead, I'm not going to test this team. We're taking the field goal. Solid gain on first down, has them 3rd and short. Gators picked up that first down and then 2 more. We got to get a stop here on our side of the field. And ideally, we can get them. We should be able to force them to kick a field goal. He's got all day. Instead of just taking the game into halftime, I was hucking it down the field, and Florida picked up an extra field goal, 17-13. With our freshman back being injured right now, we don't have many options at that position. Underneath gets open for the receiver, pick up the first down. See if our offensive line can give us a push right here on this first down. They give us enough for a solid game. Testing out these defensive backs right here on this play. I don't see anybody open, but they leave enough space for the quarterback to run. 3rd and 1, we're going to test Florida with this RPO and throw it. Huge gain. And we've been moving the football, but down here in the red zone, it's tough. We don't have the lead, but we're still in this game. I'm sending a big blitz, and we don't get through. He just broke the edge. Ever since the first quarter, Florida has just been marching down the field on us. We got to get a stop right here on the goal line. Wide open. Late in the 3rd quarter, 3rd down after Florida scores that touchdown. They're already up by 8. 4th and 2, we're going for it. We need a touchdown. Late throw, big catch though. Start this 4th quarter, 3rd and long after we just converted on 3rd and long. I'm sending it all the way down the field. Drop. And this is a high risk, high reward play call right here. Big catch. We haven't been completing passes on first down, so I'm feeding our back right here. Doesn't get anything. And this team is not making it easy for us. I get the halfback left open. See if we can run it this time. First down. Solid game. We've been grinding this drive out. We're on the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. After losing yard, I want to try and throw this one in. Got to be careful with it. Touchdown. Florida has got a ton of defenders playing coverage right here. It's going to be a tough 2-point conversion. Got to force that one in. Drop. And after that heartbreaking kickoff return, we're going for it on 4th down. I threw it to the wrong guy. Pick 6, game over. We were competitive with the Gators in the first half, but we just could not convert our red zone attempts into touchdowns. Much less exciting matchup in Week 12, and for the first time we've won 8 games in the regular season. Before bowl season, we have 18 guys on our board, and I think we're going to sign all 18 of them. If we could have pulled out one more victory in our conference matchups, we could have made this Sun Belt Championship, but not this year. We have an award winner this season, and we have a matchup with the 22nd ranked Gamecocks in the New Orleans Bowl. The Gamecocks beat us in Week 1, but it's time we get some payback. And it may have been a meaningless bowl game, but that's our first one. After the Gators took us down in our biggest game of the season, they went on to lose the national championship. For the first time, we got 2 players to stay this offseason, but we lost a star receiver. We had our first player make it into the NFL, and we just transferred him in last season. National Signing Day, we brought in 2 more star development traits, including this freshman halfback. Before the training results, I'm expecting this season to be the one where we upgrade our pro potential grade. First thing I see is we have a lot less players that want to transfer out, but there is an 88 overall cornerback that wants to leave. And the bad news is that player is the second best on our team, but we have a ton of guys that stepped up. Our sophomore quarterback Kiki is up to 88 overall, and his older brother Kofi is up to 89. We also have a three-headed monster at the running back position. Our boy Willie's up to 87 as a junior, and we have 4 seniors at 82 overall. Tight end position, these guys didn't improve too much, but they're still competent at the position. Our offensive line looks better than it has been. There's still room for improvement. Edge rushers, we had a big boost. We had a player get +9, and then his backup got +8. Maybe the best part of our defense this season is going to be our linebackers. We got J.D. Upshaw up to 83 overall, Bob Saleko up to 88 as a senior, and then we got Nico Day up to 78 as a freshman. We got an 88 overall cornerback with elite development that wants to leave our team at the end of the season, and then we have an 85 at free safety. And that's it for part 1 of this series. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time in part 2.